Aquarius, good morning. This is the pajama edition of your monthly reading. So this is me getting up before I go to work and trying to get this done for you guys. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. It's a good day for you. Aquarius. So this time I decided to go by views. Libra was number one, of course. And I knew it was I felt like it was going to be air signs in the top five. So it was Libra, Sagittarius kind of snuck in there, and then Aquarius. So we are on up into your messages, Aquarius, to see what's going on for you for December. I don't get too stuck up on the month. This message comes to you whenever you see it. Of course, it's a general reading, so just be open to the messages. If they connect with you, they connect. If they do not, they do not. All right, Aquarius? I feel for some of you, there could be something working on a foundation. Some of you may be building a home, adding additions to a home, remodeling. I feel like something is coming in within the new year. Some of you could be waiting for a tax refund to make this happen, because I feel like, okay, I'm just waiting for the money. And when the money comes, I'm going to add this and put this on. So I feel for some of you, you're just trying to either maneuver your money or manage your money so that you can go ahead and add on. For a few, like I said, this could be building a home from ground up, pouring a foundation. But I get something with hammering and putting things down, new floors. This could be remodeling or opening something up. I do feel for a few of you, I don't know if this is going to be within a business, because I get a lot of people there. So some of you may be turning your home or space in your home into an office. You could be trying to have a home-based business where you're having to expand, maybe creating a storage room. But I definitely feel like there's something with you, Aquarius, this month that needs expansion. Now, I did see in Sagittarius that there were some people that were working on starting a business or entrepreneurship. For some of you, I do feel the same thing. I feel like you may already have something established. You're just trying to grow it, though, Aquarius. For some of you, make sure you check your vehicle. I feel like there could be some maintenance issues that need to be checked. Make sure you're checking your oil. For a few, there is this thing of getting a new vehicle or feeling like you do need a new vehicle. Especially check your tires. If you're driving long distance, I'm getting something with tire pressure. This could be flats, but just cover your maintenance. Cover your maintenance, Aquarius. Make sure everything is okay. Some of you may be having issues with a car. There could be payment issues. If they're trying to repossess, keep that shit in the garage. Don't let them get it. Park it at other people's houses, not people that you know or you put down as a reference. So people do that and then they go pick them up at that house. But for some of you, I feel like I've been in that situation where I've helped people hide cars. So I'm not laughing at your situation, but I'm just laughing at some of the shit that I've been involved in. So I feel for some of you, definitely there could be some issues with payment. If somebody let you borrow money for a vehicle, there may be some issues with payment. If this is not a person, this could be a finance company that you may have to deal with. So if you got to hide your shit, hide your shit. You don't want nobody taking your car during the holidays. If you can help it. If you can help it. I do feel that there is some conflict. Some of you may be having some issues going back and forth with either bill collectors or somebody trying to get money. This could be a friend. There may have been something where there was money loaned and now there's an issue behind it. My philosophy is don't loan it if you don't have it to lose it, because you may not get it back. So if you're dealing with somebody and you loan money and they're not paying you back, and it depends, of course, on the amount, some of you may be having some conflict that's coming in with that. Could be dealing with some type of fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I definitely feel like there is some type of new adventures, something starting new for you. Some of you may be getting new tattoos, adding some more ink to your body. But I feel like there's a lot of things that are coming in it. Some of you want to explore this month, Aquarius. There is showing that there could be trying to find a place to live, looking, making improvements. Some of you could be into art, starting something up that is creative. This could be a part of your business. Maybe you're turning a part of your home into a tattoo parlor or whatever you would call it. But for some of you, I just get there's new ink coming in. There's new visions that are going to be coming in for you. Some of you could even be going to a celebrity tattooist or tattoo artist and getting some type of tattoo. I feel like there's some type of status. So some of you may be paying a lot of money and traveling to go visit somebody to get a particular tattoo. Be careful with your battles. Some of you, I think, are going to be dealing with an issue where you kind of feel beaten down. This could be seasonal depression for some. Could just be the month of December and January. It could be the weather affecting you. You know, sometimes with people, the colder it gets, the more it affects their mood. So some of you could be dealing with some type of seasonal depression. I do feel there is this pullback of maybe not wanting to leave the house that much unless you absolutely have to. Make sure that you try to balance that energy if you get caught up in that, Aquarius. Let me go ahead and bring us down so we can get into the shuffle. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius. Messages, anything they need to know. This is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Aquarius. Aquarius. Y'all know I couldn't do it without trying to sing it. All right, so let's see. We have 3 of Cups. We have the King of Cups. We have the 2 of Coins. We have the Queen of Cups. Some of you definitely are dealing with a water sign. 8 of Blades. The Emperor. The Magician. Page of Cups. Death. Ooh, Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. So let's see what the angels say. Some of you definitely are going to be dealing with emotions, a lot of emotions this month. Could be some depression, could be some feelings of codependency. And in there, I feel like there's even some hermit moments for you guys where you may feel the need to pull back. But I feel for some, there's this need to be a part of a family or to feel connected to someone, Aquarius. Aquarius. 6 of Pentacles. The World. Awakening. Renewal. 7 of Pentacles. The Will. Ace of Air. Ace of Swords. Knight of Fire. And let's see, Queen of Air. All right. Some of you definitely make sure with this Will and the Ace of Air that you make sure you check your tires, you check your air pressure, you check and make sure that you're not having any flats. Some of you may have to deal with that. Or you could be having a problem with a vehicle or something that is causing you to move forward. If this is your car driving, you may have some issue or something that comes out that you may have to deal with. Now, for some of you, especially if you travel a lot, if you're on the road a lot, make sure that you get this taken care of. Whether this is your oil for some of you, I really feel like a flat tire. Make sure you have your jack or you have Fix-A-Flat in your car, especially if you have if you live in areas where you're driving long distances and there's a space between, you know, gas stations or whatever, just to make sure that you're covered to get you maybe to the next point. I definitely feel like there is more travel coming in. Some of you, this is going to be with business. For some of you, this is going to be some type of spiritual journey. You could be going to another country, could be connecting with ancestors. You could be connecting with spirit. But it is showing that there is some travel that's coming in for you. And it looks like not only in December, but really moving into 2020, some more traveling. Some for personal reasons, for spiritual, for connecting with yourself, your higher self. This could be going somewhere and meditating or going on a retreat. For a few, I definitely feel like this is for money. I feel like there could be payments and money coming through. Some of you, your hard work is paying off. If you've been putting a lot of energy into a project or a job, it's showing that there could be some travel or there's some positive movement forward with this. For some of you, this is a bonus or a promotion coming through. A lot of you, I definitely feel like there's money coming in. Now, this could be tax refunds, but I just feel that there's changes that could be coming into your living environment. There could be either getting a place or remodeling a place. You could be traveling other places, buying products or things to put in your space, like going over to Mexico or traveling out and bringing things in to decorate your space. But I do get some travel. For some of you, especially if you've been living in an environment where you're feeling trapped, this could be looking for your own space, wanting your own house or apartment. For some of you, if you're living with a family, I feel like there's an opportunity that's coming in for you to expand. There's some growth that's coming out. I do feel for some, if you're been in a situation where you've been isolated and maybe you're not, if you see this woman, it's almost like she's looking out the window and she needs help. And it's because she's overwhelmed. So some of you could be dealing because the baby's crying, the dog is howling, and this person is looking like I'm about to lose it. So for some of you, make sure you're not going stir crazy, that you're not staying in too much. You need the sun. You need to get out into nature a little bit. For some of you, especially if you're in this environment, it may be a little bit heavy on you where you need to go ahead and take a step back. Eight of Blades sometimes is self-imposed bondage, which means that you're in a situation that you can change, but you're choosing not to. And it's because you feel trapped. So for some of you, you may be feeling like you're trapped in a situation. It could be that maybe you're in a rural area where you're not able to move around, or you're down to one vehicle and one person is driving the car and you feel stuck in one area. There could be this need to venture out. I definitely feel like there is something with manifesting better opportunities for you guys. Better opportunities, better places to live. A few of you Aquarius may find yourself working more than one job to make this happen, because we got Two of Pentacles, and sometimes this is juggling. Now for a few, this is trying to juggle their family responsibilities versus what they want to do. And for some, the family responsibilities may be making them feel trapped. Like, I want to do this, but I have to take care of this. Or I want to go fishing, but I got to do this first. So some of you may be coming to this thing where it's like either you may have elderly parents, or you may have people that need you, where you have to take care of them. You may have had an elderly parent move in with you. There could be some issues with dementia that you're having to take care of this person, because we get with the King of Cups somebody who is nurturing. Whether this is an air sign or not, this is a family man or a family person who's taking care of a lot of things. If you see, he's taking care of the dog, he's playing with his kids. He could even be doing projects, because it looks like that he's a painter or he has his own things that he's doing. So for some of you, make sure that you're not feeling overwhelmed because you're trying to take care of responsibilities. For a few of you, I feel like some of this is not even your responsibility. Make sure that you're not dating somebody and you're taking on responsibilities for their family. You're doing more than what they're asking for, because maybe you're looking for some type of pat on the head or on the shoulder, because you could start to resent that situation, because you may start feeling trapped in it. You may feel like, I didn't sign up for this, but there could be an issue of being overwhelmed. I feel like some of you have moved into a new area where there's a lot more to do, and you may feel like you're juggling responsibilities. So if you're not juggling jobs, this could be juggling responsibilities. Now, I definitely see manifestation, the Magician card, sometimes too. And I feel for some of you, this is you manifesting opportunities, manifesting homes, manifesting love. And I do see love is going to be coming your way. And it could be with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could also be air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, if you're happily married, some of you may be dealing with a temptation. Somebody that crosses your path. Some of you, this may be your alter ego, where, I'm good on one side, I'm bad on the other, because the Magician can be tricky. So if you read this at your energy, you could be somebody that is kind of manipulating situations for things that you want to do. If you don't want to accept this energy, you could be dating somebody or dealing with somebody that is giving you this energy. Some of you may meet somebody who is, if they're not younger than you, there could be an immaturity with them. And they're shady, they're tricky, they can be wishy-washy. And some of you may be coming to the conclusion that this person is a little bit too tricky for you, or they're a little bit too immature for you. And you may be putting an end to it. There may be a death of a relationship or a situation. And I feel like for some, because you're either outgrowing this person or they're outgrowing you. So it looks like if there are connections that are not serving you anymore, some of you may decide to end this. Some of you could be dealing with a spiritual person that is a boss. You might be having a spiritual advisor, somebody that you go to, that you connect with for advice, and that may be your outlet. For some, this could be an air sign, also Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This could also be some spiritual growth, maybe connecting with a mentor, somebody that is helping you. We got the magician, so this could be somebody who's studying. They could be interested in the occult, mysticism, alchemy. They may be connecting with somebody that can teach them, because we have the crystal ball over here. So we have the magician and we have the queen of swords, which could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And this could be somebody that is connecting with a mentor that's trying to learn something. Be careful that you're not dealing with somebody who's shady. If you're trying to connect with somebody, and could even be a boss, an emperor could be an authority figure, somebody that you work with, could be male or female, because you could have a woman that has masculine energy that comes off as an emperor. But be careful that you're not being manipulated by somebody who's tricky. Because if you look at the magician, he's smiling. There's a snake on the ground. No, he has a knife. This could be somebody that could just be wishy-washy. They can be tricky. This could be somebody that is into, they could be working in their yard. They could be doing yard work. They could be, I have a client that throws knife. Not saying Elvis, I know it's going to come out right. Not saying Elvis, you're tricky. But this could be somebody that has a hobby. They could be working on certain things. Now, of course, this could be a manifester too. And this could be somebody manifesting opportunities. But I do feel like if you're dealing with somebody new coming in with a job that is a little wishy-washy, watch your back with them. If you're dealing with this person that's coming into a relationship, you met somebody new, but they're a little bit like, I see you, I don't see you, I call you, and then I don't call you for 2 weeks. You could be dealing with somebody that is just tricky, and you may have to put an end to it. For some of you, the death card is showing that there may be an ending. There could be some transformation. You may outgrow this person, or you might be dealing with an energy of somebody who outgrows you. Let's see. Definitely feel with the magician, the awakening card could definitely be awakening to a new way of thinking. If you weren't spiritual before, you might be interested in things like that. If you had a conversation with somebody, there may have been something that triggered you, that made you remember something, and there's this need to learn more. So some of you may be researching, growing in your gifts, or at least trying to grow in your talents or your abilities. I do feel for some you could be dealing with Reiki healing, crystal healing, massages. If this is not you doing this, you could be going to people that do this to balance your energy. So I do feel that there's some type of spiritual growth that's coming in. Some of you definitely are working on a partnership this month. Let me get, because we got the King of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups. And this is a renewal. So some of you, if you've been feeling disconnected from a partner, this is showing that maybe we're going to go ahead and work on this. For some, I definitely feel like this is trying to get past obstacles. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that's tricky, I still get the thing of watch your back. But it is showing for some, if you've been having problems in your relationship, some of you really want to pull this back together because there's some type of connection there. This could be an intuitive connection. This could be telepathy. This could be some type of spiritual connection where it's like, I want to work this out, or I want to make things better. For a few, I feel like you could be going to counseling, talking to a spiritual advisor to put a relationship back together. For a few, though, it is showing that you may feel trapped in a situation, and you're coming to the point of seeing somebody that may not be presenting themselves completely true. You may have seen somebody for who they really are. Somebody may have seen you for who you are. And there's this need to move in a different direction. So there could be a restructuring of relationship. Now, for some, this could even be a job. Seeing something in a job and saying, I don't want to do this anymore, or this is not moving forward for me. I feel for some, definitely walking away from a situation that is no longer good for you. And I think it has a lot to do with growth. It's almost like There's some type of spiritual or emotional growth, and it's like I deserve better or I can do better. For a few, this is a loss of friendship, and it could be because of travel. You could be moving somewhere else. They could be moving somewhere else. So it could be the death of a situation. I do get relocation for a few people. This could be moving to a different city or a different state where you may have to walk away from something. With the death card is showing transformation. Some of you may be also having some issue with your mediumship. You may be having visitations from people who crossed over, because if you look in the background in the trees, there's a spirit. So we do have a older woman who is talking to a younger woman, or a little girl. She could be trying to explain death or transition to her. So some of you may have an elderly person that is sick and may be transitioning soon. I normally don't read on death, but that's the message that I'm getting. Or you may have had somebody who has recently transitioned that has started coming back to you in spirit. I feel like some of you may be surprised that you have mediumship abilities. Let's see. Hold on, Aquarius. If you have mediumship abilities, you may have something that is growing or getting stronger. There's some type of spiritual growth. You may be manifesting this. Some of you may be working and opening this up, practicing more, doing some type of ancestor work, or taking mediumship classes. Some of you may have been triggered by a person who's passed away, and now you realize that your mediumship abilities are opening up. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see. Definitely shows spirit is talking to you. Some of you are going to be venturing out into other practices, and it's showing that spirit is coming to you in dreams. So some of you may have dreams of people who have crossed over, loved ones that are coming back and talking to you. I would say keep a dream journal. Keep something beside your bed so maybe you can write down some of these messages, because for a few of you, this is brand new. You've never experienced this before. All of a sudden, Aunt Sue is coming in and she's telling you, you need to look at a box in the garage or look for something in the garage because there's something in it for you. So some of you are having some abilities that are opening up, and it has to do a lot with spirit communication, spirit coming to you. You could hear spirit. You could also see them in your dreams, but there's some growth that's coming in this month, Aquarius. Now, it looks like there is money that is coming in. Hard work pays off. There could be some type of bonus, some type of promotion that's coming to you. For some of you, this could be a loan that you're taking out, like I said, to do some type of remodeling on your home. For a few, this could be an income tax refund. You could be getting some type of early refund if you apply for it. But it is showing that there's some additional money that is coming in at the beginning of the year for you. And some of you are using this for either some type of travel, taking a trip, or you're going to be doing something with your home or purchasing a home, Aquarius. Definitely feel like there's a lot of driving around. You could be an Uber or a Lyft driver too. Like I say, make sure you check your vehicle maintenance so that you can stay on the road so you won't have any interruption with your money. Now let's see. Let's see what tough shit has to say for Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. I do feel like there's a temptation or new love coming in. For some of you, it could be a sexual relationship. Don't get weirded out with it. Don't try to make it more than what it is. Take your time, especially if you give into the passion really soon. Because if you're wanting it to move further, you may be dealing with a person that doesn't really want it to move further. And two, if you're married, this could be an affair where you just connect with somebody and it's just a sexual relationship. You're not trying to attach feelings to this. So you may be somewhere where you're connecting with somebody that is a temptation and all you want is a sexual relationship, Aquarius. Or this could be somebody who's looking at you this way. So I would say if there's a new love coming in, take your time, get to know this person. Because it is showing that there's love connections. But for some of you, these are just booty buddies. They're just coming into play. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, let's see. Your intelligence and mounting this as a means, you're using your intelligence and mounting this as a mean of avoiding life. Stop being a commentator and start living. Basically, this is saying stop talking about life and do it. Stop talking about it and do it. Some of you may be in groups where you're living this Facebook life or this Instagram life, but you're actually not putting the action into it. Some of you may be really stuck. You might be up there with the selfies and the filters, making everybody think that this is real or reality. But there are some things that it looks like you may need to go ahead and take care of. And Spirit is maybe calling you out on that this month, Aquarius. I feel for next year, some of you, if there's secrets that you're keeping, you might want to go ahead and get ahead of this, because for some reason, I feel like things are going to be coming out with some Aquarius. Let's see. You have been overindulging in food and drink in order to avoid your feelings. Those uncomfortable emotions will only continue to build unless you seek a healthy emotional release. This is basically watch your diet. Some of you are getting very complacent with staying in, not putting yourself out. Maybe there's a comfort zone that you've fallen into. For some of you, this could be emotional eating. I feel lonely today. I feel depressed today. So I'm going to go ahead and, eat me a pizza, eat me a burger, and it starts to add up. Now, for some of you, this won't be overeating. Some, this will be undereating, and it could be stress. Depression goes either way. Sometimes you get so depressed, you lose your appetite. Sometimes you become so depressed that all you want to do is eat. I'm the eater when I'm depressed. So it is showing for some of you, you need to watch that you're not using food as a way of self-medicating. Now, for a few, you're dissatisfied with the outcome of a recent decision. Things didn't go quite as planned. Accept responsibility for your choices. Forgive yourself, grow, and move on. Some of you are coming to a point in a relationship or a situation where it's a brick wall. There's no more movement. There's no more growth. You're going to go ahead and have to switch it up. You made a decision. You took the fork in the road, and maybe you went down the wrong road. Spirit is saying you don't have to be stuck there. Come back up, forgive yourself, and go a different direction. So for some of you, if you're pushing on something that is not moving, if you're pushing on a relationship that's not growing, it's not moving the direction that you want, it's time to go ahead, back it up, take a different direction, go find somebody else. If you're on a job where there's a dead end thing, you're not moving, take a different direction. It should be common sense with a lot of people, but we're human. We get complacent, we get comfortable. It's like, I know I'm not happy here, but I don't want to exert the energy to make it different. So I'm going to just stay here. I know this job isn't paying me the money that I want to make. I know I'm not having any growth with it. I don't even like the people here. But it's 10 minutes away from my house. I don't have to get up early in the morning and sit in traffic. I don't, there's a lot of things that make me feel very comfortable with it. So I'm not going to go ahead and change it up. Don't be surprised moving into 2020 that Spirit will not let you just sit on that. For some of you, you're going to feel this overwhelming push to switch it up. Switch it up. It's not working. It's not working. I'm talking about change, but I'm not doing change. So don't be surprised if you get a push or a kick in the ass from Spirit that's saying, look, come on, we don't want to do this anymore, because they're walking with you. And if they can't go through the wall and you keep bumping and bumping, they're like, what the fuck is going on, Tanya? Let's get it. Let's move forward. So don't be surprised if some of you feel this overwhelming need to start your business, to look into different career choices, maybe to reevaluate your relationships or the way that you see people. Some of you may even figure out, I need to landscape my yard different. I don't like the way this stuff is. Be open to what comes to you, because Spirit is going to push you. And it's good if you can see it and move in that direction easy, instead of getting kicked in the ass all the way through. All right, Aquarius, I love you guys. Mwah.